Not too long ago, a movie trailer of the Gran Turismo game adaptation that is coming soon this August was released, and it blew a lot of people's minds, as it wasn't what people initially expected to be, because it was based on a true story. You might thought to yourself, that can't be true, right? Well, it's real, chief. This is the real guy. His name? Jann Mardenborough. Mardenborough's rise in motorsport is an unusual one, because up until 2011, prior to entering GT Academy at the age of 19, he had absolutely no real racing experience and had never seriously competed in any motorsport, as he and his family were not able to afford that fortune. He was really a Gran Turismo gamer from his bedroom at Cardiff, with his racing simulator and in his socks. So what is the GT Academy, you may ask? Well, before I can answer that, just a slight spoiler warning for the movie, cause I'm going to uncover his whole racing career to date. So yeah, spoiler alert. GT Academy, also known as the Nissan PlayStation GT Academy or the Nismo PlayStation GT Academy, was a televised program run by Nissan and Sony Interactive Entertainment from 2008 to 2016. It was a PS3 esports competition where the most skilled Gran Turismo players in the world were provided an opportunity to earn a real-life professional racing career, fully funded with Nissan. It was a really good driver academy, as it gave birth to a few well-known names such as Lucas Ordonez, Nicholas Hammond, Wolfgang Ripp, and finally Jann Mardenborough. But Mardenborough is probably considered to be the most successful GT Academy graduate throughout its running. After beating 90,000 other participants, he was eventually the winner. And the prize? Was a drive with Nissan at the Dubai 24-hour race. This marks the start of his professional racing career. He was placed in the Nissan 370Z with the RJN GT Academy team alongside 2011 USA winner Brian Heitkotter, 2008 winner Lucas Ordonez, and 2010's winner Jordan Tresson. And in Jann's first ever competitive race in his career, he secured a third place finish in his class. Considering where Jann had no racing experience apart from his training back at the GT Academy, third place in a 24-hour race is no easy feat. In 2012, Mardenborough competed in the British GT Championship at the GT3 class, together with Alex Bucom. There he achieved his first career race victory at the Nürburgring and collected 3 podiums, finishing the season standings in 6th. That year, he also competed in 4 rounds of the Blancpain Endurance Series with meh results. 2013 proved to be a more challenging year for Mardenborough as he transitioned to open-wheel Formula racing. He was drafted to numerous Formula 3 series, the FIA Formula 3 European Championship, the British Formula 3 Championship, and the Masters of Formula 3. It was at the British Championship, however, where he scored a third-place podium finish. He also competed in the famous Toyota Racing Series, finishing the season in 10th in the standings, behind the legend himself, Nicholas Latifi. Because of his outstanding performance in the Dubai 24-hour race, that year Nissan also drafted him into the 24 Hours of Le Mans, the largest 24-hour race event in the world. And again, he demonstrated that he was able to achieve third place in the LMP2 class with Greaves Motorsport, alongside Nissan GT driver Michael Crum and fellow GT Academy winner Lucas Ordonez, showing himself again to the motorsport world that he is not just your average gamer, as he was also reported as being the top 50 most marketable athlete in the world by Sports Pro Media. This kid could be maybe a Formula 1 star in the making, and maybe even a championship caliber. And that is what he demonstrated the following year in 2014, when he competed again in the Toyota Racing Series, this time claiming 3 race victories and 7 podiums. This led him to finish second in the standings, just 4 points behind that year's champion Andrew Tang. And with that performance, he attracted the likes of Helmut Marko, who can clearly see a future with him, and brought him into the Red Bull Junior team. From there, he was drafted into the GP3 series, which is now known as the FIA Formula 3 Championship. Driving with Arden International, he won his first GP3 race in Germany after a reverse grid pole position in the sprint race and setting the fastest lap, before claiming another podium in the sprint race in the following round in Hungary, finishing 9th in the standings. He competed in the following year, switching to Team Carlin, hoping for an improvement and maybe even challenge for the championship. And that's what he did. At the first round in Austria, he finished 4th in the feature race and a 3rd place podium in the sprint race. These results put Mardenborough in contention for the championship as he was 4th in the standings heading into the next round. All he has to do now is to outscore the championship leader, who at that time was in a Formula 3 winning streak and a Mercedes Junior driver from the land of baguette and croissant. Considering you know where Ocon is now, you probably know what happened. Esti Besti won the 2015 championship as a whole, while Mardenborough was, again, finished 9th in the standings with 2 podiums to his name. But gotta give him credit though, it was a pretty competitive grid. Aside from his GP3 duties, he still does his usual endurance racing duties with Nissan, racing in the VLN Endurance Championship Series, where he is always hosted at the Nürburgring Nordschleife, also known as the Green Hell. He and the others were thrusted into the Nissan GTR Nismo GT3 car for 4 hours. Things were looking smoothly for the 23-year-old as he headed into the famous Vlugplaats section of the track. This section is always very special and breathtaking for the photographers and fans, as it always looked like cars were about to launch or take off. You see where I'm going with this, right? On 28 March 2015, his GT3 class Nissan GTR Nismo caught air at the Vlugplaats section of the Nordschleife and cartwheeled over the fence. Thankfully, Mardenborough was able to climb out of the wreck uninjured. However, because it went over the fence, it injured numerous spectators and unfortunately claimed the life of a fan. The incident caused the circuit owners to take action by revamping the section to be a little flatter and safer than before. The accident put Mardenborough in distress as a reminder of how dangerous motorsport can be and how lucky he was to be able to survive such a wreck. But this did not stop him from racing, as he was able to recover mentally and agreed to continue racing in the FIA World Endurance Championship with Nissan at the very same year. In the next few years, Mardenborough has been competing in the Japanese motorsport scene, with Nissan competing in the Super GT Championship with decent results, and a season showing at the Japanese Formula 3 Championship, where he finished as vice champion once again and even worked as test driver and simulator driver for the Nissan EDAMS team in Formula E. And that marks his racing career to date. He is still racing to this day. The story of Mardenborough will be forever an inspiring one, as it shows that anyone, no matter where you are from, it doesn't matter how wealthy or poor you are, as long as you have the talent, you could have a great career. Sadly, as of making of this video, the GT Academy has been discontinued since 2016. But who knows, maybe the Gran Turismo movie could be the sign of a rebirth for the Academy. Considering how huge esport competitions are nowadays, it is likely to return, and hopefully to give many people, especially avid gamers and motorsport fans, a chance of a career in motorsport. Do you think the GT Academy will return? Let me know and discuss it in the comments, as well as things that I might have missed in this video. If you liked the video, then please give it a thumbs up, and if you want more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. This is Reshing, peace out.